Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Calmlands. This is a Zorch challenge. It's called the One Tile Challenge, and basically, quick rundown. You have to buy plot 46. All the starter equipment you get up here, you sell. With that, you buy the Farmall 1206, but you upgrade this to the Ultra Power, which costs you 100 grand. Let me just quickly show you. So, still coughing, don't worry. This is just a. I'm not sure how far I'm going to get with this. Probably a few episodes. I'm trying to finish off some stuff on Riverbend to record an update video on there. The sugar beets on the Pinky have been a nightmare, so I'm trying to work that out. And then North Frisian has had an update. And some of the stuff that requires a new save, I'm going to have a new save because it interferes with some of the fields that I own. So, so yeah, I'm redoing that as well. So in the interim, I thought we'd have a little mess around somewhere else. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to finish this challenge, but I'm definitely going to start. So you've got the 1206, and Z says you have to have the Ultra Power, and then all the rest of the choices are yours. So I went for the tricycle, because why not? Quite like a tricycle. I've left the default license plate on the tractor. Gone for a canopy, tricycle, jobs. And then as part of the challenge, you have to have the J50 cargo maxed out to 8,500 litres, and then your choice to have a cover or whatever. So that's the options with that. Now, and you also have to have the barn. Now, the barn, hang on, I've just loaded the Xbox, it's going to take a while to load. This can. So you have to have this kit, and then you can't sell either of these, so the entirety of the series is that, but you can replace that should you choose to do so. Let me speed up time a little bit. So we have this plot, which is what it is. In this stage, it's not mowable, but in September you can cut the grass, I believe. And we can't expand now in this plot. I can't buy 7, 44, 46, 47, 8. This one tile is it. Rusty's done a setup video on here, and he's going to reach out to Zorch to find out whether you have to have 46 or whether you can have a tile, so one farmland plot, like 33 or 51, or make it really difficult and go for 8 or whatever. So if I get an update on that, I'll let you guys know. But and then at the end of it, you should have somewhere between sort of 94 to maybe 98 grand, somewhere in that ballpark. Oh, I got 96,907, so that's where we are starting. So, first things first, this is our plot. Brilliant. Are you dizzy? You soon will be. So, let's start by putting down a sleep trigger. Obviously, you're going to need a sleep, right? I'll have this camo tarp, which we're gonna spend our nights in. There we go. This is where we're gonna rough it for the time being. Did I say 37? It did. Oh. It leveled the ground. Is what it is. Is what it is. Oh, I've changed my man again. I'm now this fella. Not sure why this fella. Just this fella. If you're watching my North Frisian, I'm actually playing as the missus. This thing never wants to start. Come on. There we go. So, yeah. So, I want to do something I've not seen anybody else do. In fairness, I've only seen Rusty and Sorge. So, I'm not saying that others aren't taking part in the challenge, but I've only seen those two guys. And neither of those two have gone for a tricycle. And you'll notice I don't have the front loader doohickey on here either. There's a reason for that. I'm just going to go completely off the wall because that's what I do. So what I want to do is I want to grab a plough, but not a very big one. Tiny little thing. Just so I can mark out boundaries and stuff. And then we can always colour it in later. I'm pretty sure that's an EY modding mod. Pretty sure. That's some of the best old tractors, in my opinion. Right, jump in the store. And then I've got loads of mods. Ignore all the mods. Oh, actually, if I was going to plough sales. Oh! I'm going to buy that. Oh, choking. Bear with. Right, buy that as it is. That wasn't part of. That wasn't there when I set this up. The things you do for YouTube, eh? Now, these things, they don't have the ability to create fields. So I'm hoping these will. Can we get a case? It's not very big. 1.1 meters. All I want to do is mark out boundaries, so we'll get that. Got a baler. What am I going to bale? I have no idea. But we will bale something. That's the way you got to look at it. Something will get baled. Is that the same red? No. This is slightly darker than that, I swear. Right, before we go too far, do I have the option? Yes, allow grey fields. So I set this up, and then I went to record. And so I thought, rather than messing around and showing you everything, I'll just explain, and this is what we've got. And done a bad shout, I thought to myself. And I bought a plough, and we got across here, and that baler wasn't in the sales. So we came across, and I did some stuff, and we had a waffle on, and I went to create some fields and worked out that the Uni ploughs don't have the option to allow create fields. Is that very loud? Actually, it doesn't look. I was just checking out OBS. It doesn't look that bad. I do have a limit set on OBS for in-game sounds, so it shouldn't go too far. Everything should remain pretty consistent, hopefully. Now, over here. Not sure how high up I own. The fact that I'm now off the map, I would hazard a guess that I don't own that. Let's have a butcher's in here. Yeah, so I own that, which is about here. So 180. I did try this off screen, and unfortunately, the tricycle has got a habit of bump steering, because obviously it's only got a single front wheel, and it turns really quick. I just want a boundary because I want to place something, and I want to place it square. And because FS25 is now a nightmare, and they've taken your mini-map, and they've taken the mini-map away from the construction menu, which I find ridiculous. It was hardly in the way. But what do I know? I am but a man. So I want two. Oh crikey! I want two lines this way, one here, one further down, and then two ups and downs to connect them. Because I don't have a nice straight line that I can visualize from the sky with the drone, my friends. It'll make my life a little bit easier. Probably have to paint over it to get rid of it at the end of the day, but where does my plot end? Is it going to load? Give me something, some indication. It's right on the edge there. Right now, that'll do me there, I think. So, where's the end? Yeah, don't get this finickiness with a wider front axle. Let's go wrong. How far down do I want to go? Right, I'll work this out. I'll see it a bit. Right, almost done. I'm just trying to line these two corners up as the best I can. So I don't need any of this. This is just a reference to give me a nice square, because I'm weird. It bugs the bejeebers out of me when things are wonky. Join this to this. There we go. A nice, rather large rectangle. Not believe this for a second. Yeah, so this tractor's over 300, well, 300 horses. But because it looks little and old, it's supposed. Hang on, Mike didn't catch that. I think it's supposed to be about 100 horses. So I'm going to treat it as such. I'm going to pretend it's not 300. It's only 95, 100. And then we might grab a load of other little fancy tractors. Now, where's the number? Middle of the field is about here, do you reckon? I think I'm stood about middle. And there's our rectangle. Sheep. This one. 4 grand. Zip. This round. We're going to put that about here. And that's slightly off to the side, but that's where the flattest section is. I don't want to spend loads of money. We're going to put that just there. Yes, I do. We'll start with this side. Now that I can follow the tyre track for the ploughed edge. Which way? Yeah. Is that on the inside of all that, isn't it? So probably have to paint over all this at some point, but for all intensive purposes, this should be pretty straight. Oof. Yes, please. There we go. That leaves us with a very fine ploughed edge to the sheep. And then at some point, where am I? Over here. Now pretty level. Yeah, I can live with that. 441 sheep. And at some point, we can, with this boundary line, you see, at some point, should we choose to choose to do so, we always place a fence around it. Makes sense. Right, step back. Whack some gravel down. That one? Yeah, gravel. Is that the right gravel? Not really, but we'll stick this one down anyway. Just wiggle a little bit of gravel in there. There we go. Somewhere for me pallets to spawn. Just for there. Feed. Stuff. Now, I'm gonna grab sheepies. We will grab 20 Landres. Or let's grab 10 of those. And we'll grab 10 of those. So 20 sheep out of 441. They'll soon reproduce. Don't worry yourselves. I now need the tractor, the trailer, and we're going to make a couple of 2 or 3 purchases. So leave that there. Back up to the store. That field, although it's now a very thin boundary line, isn't shown on the minimap, but it is vaguely shown on there. Oh well. Is what it is, and all that. I'm such a fool. Made it through. So, I want to put this in here. Yes, I did steer because I didn't stop. Grab us a trigger. This one. Customize. Loading right, loading left. Yeah, that'd be right. We're down to 73 grand. Then, just to kickstart the animals, I absolutely love these. Well, all of this with the invisible tension belt stuff, I think that's really cool. The problem is, if I grab this one, which doesn't have a collision on the forks, but does have tension belts, when it comes to taking things back off of the trailer, don't work. Someone outside is bibbing. Bip, 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 bip. Can't see anybody. It's just noisy. So I'm going to grab this one without the tension belts. Taking us down to 63. We're not doing so well. And then fails. So that says 4 point, whatever it is. That's a 1.2. That's grass. They're expensive. So we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those. That unfolded. You're probably wondering to yourself, why didn't he just buy 4 in one go? There's a reason for that. and that reason is the tractor's not heavy enough to take the bales off the top. I can see us having a problem now because I can't get the bales from the other side. Oh, stupid trailer. Z, what are you doing to me, mate? You've literally sold me a dud. Yeah, I can't get anything off the other side of the trailer. There's no bale loading option. Oh, jump off. One more. All I can do is oh, come on. I can't get it off. Yeah, literally what I can do would be buy another trailer and leave this kitten. Leave this kitten as a grain trailer. Get some straps on there. Please tell me it has straps. At least see. It does have straps. Oh. Up there it is. I need to change the colour of the oh, gone. After you, Byron. Scarlet. Get out of the way. Probably should be driving all the way around, should we? So I'm kind of hoping that the sheep are going to take all 4 bales now. This I didn't test, so we might have to grab ourselves a little bale trailer. Which isn't the end of the world, I suppose. So how's everybody doing? I'm doing alright. It's not been a very good week in the hen household. We've had some stuff, I tell you. You take all of it, and I can take it from the trailer. You're going to take none of it from the trailer. Oh, for the love of crumble. Z, could you have picked a worse trailer? No. Oh, well, we're going to have to try and oh, and get them off somehow. Oh, snot. Right, you've taken all that one. Ah. They're clearly hungry. They've all appeared. Like it. Just caught that one. I could have swore there was a bail option, but apparently not. Taking that one. Are you serious? If I hadn't wanted the bale to come out, it would have fallen out. I should better reach it now. See? Silly trailer. So put that back as as a grain trailer, I suppose. That's that's that. So yeah, I don't like this trailer. It's useless. Well, if I had done a front load, it would have been slightly different, but I'm not going to say. As a grain trailer, it'll be fine. But let's just hide it round here, so I never have to look at it again. Just we'll shove it up there in the trees at some point and pretend we don't own it. There we go. So, we need to mark out some fields and probably see if we can grab ourselves a mower. Bear. So if I grab, how much is the sickle bar thing? Trees. I don't know where it is. We've got the McCormack. Look. Oh, lovely sounding tractor. We might grab one of these just for bales. Or one of these. Little Brazilian trailer. And all wheels. Was it just... Don't know. I haven't used it yet. Transportation, bales, pallets. But the sides don't drop. 10 grand as well. Wow. Sure can find a cheap one. Where is it? There's a mower. At 0.5, that could take us a while. There it is. 5 grand. We could grab that. International red. Black. Shinier thingies. Room colour. Beige. £5 grand, 4 meters. We've got a baler. Might sell the baler. Oh, that's cheaper. Right. I have a ponder. Things will be different when you appear. So I'm probably going to sleep through till September. So we can work out how much loan interest and all that good shenanigans we're getting. As you can see, we've gone straight into sheep. They don't have any meadow at the moment, but meadow will kick in next month. Bah. Go on, barn with me. Bah. No, just me. Oh, don't me laugh, I cough. So, from me, the farmer and the sheep, I bid you farewell, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to try and do as little as I can off screen. I will do something, so bear with. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. If you want to see a full setup video, the link will be in the description for Mr. Z and Rusty. Go check out their videos. I just wanted to crack on, so you got a basic gist. Settings quickly before I go. This is what I'm running. There we go. If you want to see it again, rewind the video. I'm in one of their moods. Yeah. Take care, my friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.